Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the first edition of the Coach Lyndsay Mashe Show here with ETB Volleyball, our first show of the year. Coach Mashe, it's a good time to have it since you're only a couple of days away from your season opener down in San Antonio, a big tournament going on down there this weekend at Trinity University. Let's talk, first of all, before we get into that, let's talk about your preseason camp. I know there's been a lot of work done in the off season on bringing in what I know you and Chris Mashe honestly believe might be one of your better recruiting classes that you've had here. Talk to us just a little bit about how you've been pleased with the progress of the team so far.
Well, they've come from the very first day just working really hard. There's been lots of competition and every position is being pushed right now. So, it's a healthy competition and they're all fighting for spots right now. And so every practice it's been a work ethic in our gym that I've always thought has been pretty good, but this year I've been very pleased with how hard they're working.
And they're going to get an early chance here to show just how far they've come and meshed together, obviously going down and playing what's got to be one of the toughest tournaments in terms of being able to start. I mean, you're going to play teams like Austin College and Trinity and Southwestern all on the same weekend this weekend. Yeah. What are you looking for when you schedule something like that to start off?
Well, I'm looking to kind of see what we're made of. It is tough competition, but I feel like if we get down there and we just compete and just play to the best of our ability, then you never know what can happen. So it's mainly just to prep us for our conference and get us ready to play the toughest competition in our conference, but just let me know where we stand.
I know in talking with you, you're very pleased with the potential for depth, which is maybe a little something that was lacking a little bit in last year's team. Even though you were able to keep one goal and keep that playoff streak going last year, I know everyone in the program wasn't satisfied with last year, but I know one thing you've probably done is improve your depth and give you a lot more options on the floor this year.
Yes, definitely. We've never had four middles. We have four middles. We have outsides just fighting for spots. We're three people deep with our setter position. So it's a nice, knowing that we can, if somebody's to get injured, we have someone that can back them up, or we have someone pushing them, and that just makes your team stronger.
Looking at your roster, obviously, there are high expectations. Again, you've been picked to finish second in the ASC East again, but you still only have one senior on your team, and Nicole Vanderlaan, who is obviously a pretty good one to have, a preseason Defensive Player of the Year. How are you looking at still trying to keep that high level of competition? How do you do that when you know you've got a young team still?
Right. We're just trying to play it as, we have a lot of competitors, and I don't think they have the mentality of we're freshmen, which was something we were looking for. That's what we were recruiting for, is competitors. So they want to go out, they want to win, and they're from programs that won. So they expect to do that, and they want to win. So
who are some people, first of all, among the returners that you've seen that have improved quite a bit from the end of last season to the beginning of this year, and you feel are on track to really make a push this year?
Well, Amy Wooten, who played outside for us all year last year, we've really been working on her transition game and just her going in hard every single time, and she's really had a very good preseason. She seems to have an excitement about her and a confidence about her that we haven't seen consistently, and so we're really excited about what she's been doing. Of course, Ashley Lindsay is a huge offensive threat for us, and we've been working on some different shots with her to be able to hit not just angle or line, but she's been able to mix it up some, which will make her more diverse of a hitter. So, we've got a lot of returners that are just working hard. I see some leadership qualities in Carrie Kalina that I didn't see last year, so I expect them to really step up this year.
Finally here, the early season schedule, at least we mentioned the tournament this weekend, but a week later you fly out to California and play another tough one out on the West Coast, and then you play actually a couple or three more games before you even get to play a home game.
Right.
And you did this a few years ago where it seemed like you just weren't ever going to get to play at home.
I know.
How important is this opening stretch going to be with this young team playing all your games on the road against all this tough competition before you actually get to play at home?
Right. Well, it's just going to give us an opportunity to kind of work out some kinks and just play with some things. I mean, right now, we can't tell you what our starting lineup's going to be come Friday. We still have people competing for spots and trying to figure out where we're going to put them all. So, just getting some of the kinks out and just working against really tough competition is just going to make us better. It may not always go the way we want it, but that's when you see what we're truly made of, and can, is that going to better us for conference? And I feel like it really will.
Okay. Well, if just keep up with the Tigers right now as they are on the road for the first couple of weeks of the season, and keep up with us on our website here at etbu.edu, and we'll try to keep you updated on all that and times and everything. And we'll be back with Coach Mashe this time next week, and we'll talk about how the team performed this weekend.